It's no secret that through yoga, we're able to cultivate kindness and compassion towards ourselves and others. When our thoughts turn negative and begin to fuel our own limitations, we can start to project those limitations on those around us. This causes harm to our own being, and how we think and feel begins to seep into our interactions with others. The practice of kindness and compassion in yoga is known as Ahimsa, non-violence. Through asana, the physical aspect of yoga, we can begin to soften our hearts and open ourselves up to the understanding and acceptance of others. Using mindful movement, let go of any resistance and lean into the practice with an open mind and a compassionate spirit. I'm Bea. Thank you for joining me for your flow. Please tap the like button if you're finding value already, and remember to subscribe so you catch any upcoming videos as they are released. Remember, compassion is not just about being able to be kind to others. It starts with being kind to ourselves. So be gentle, be patient, and be loving toward yourself as you explore through this practice today. Let's meet on the mat. Connecting to this moment and meeting ourselves in the here and now. Bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Really grounding down through the sit bones. Create some space between each vertebrae as you elongate the spine. Close down the eyes. And just take the inhale deep into the pelvic bowl. Fill the torso like water filling a glass. Exhale. The body softens just that little bit as the navel draws toward the spine, guided by the gentle contraction of the pelvic floor. Full Agni Raj breathing. Breathing deep into the seat. Opening and expanding that inhale into the collarbone. Just allowing the body to surrender for this moment. Bring the hands to rest in the lap. Keep the eyes closed. Find stillness. Set your intention of kindness and compassion toward the self in order to display kindness and compassion outwardly to others. Feel into that sense of kindness. Feel it in your heart. With each inhale, we lengthen through the spine, opening the heart a little further. And each exhale, we allow that which no longer serves us to release and surrender. Gently bow the head. Flutter the eyelids open. Just roll over the knees, come to find a neutral tabletop as we move into some cat-cows. So lowering the belly, lift the chest, lift the chin, come into cow. Exhale, round the tail towards the earth as we arch into the back, moving into cat. Maybe you find a little bit of intuitive movement as you follow the guidance of your own breath. The inhale moves you into cow. The exhale rounds you back into cat. Maybe find a little sway from side to side as you move between each pose. Still maintaining that focus on the breath. If you found circles, go in the opposite direction. Coming back to find stillness. Feet about hips width apart.
shoulders over the wrists, tuck the toes, press into the palms, lift the tail, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Really breathe into the opening of the whole body as you press the palms into the earth, lifting the tail away from the palms, drawing the heels away from the hips. Inhale, rises into the seat, drawing the chest closer toward the thighs. Exhale now. Maybe move the hands forward just a little bit as you wave the body forward. Come into a plank. Let's build some heat. Exhale, press into the palms, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, wave the body forward, come into plank. Exhale, round and arch, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, following the guidance of your own breath. Exhale, slowing down the breath. We slow down the body. Waving the body forward, come into your plank. Whole body activation. Option to lower down in a modified chaturanga. So you can bring the elbows to the side body, lower the knees and then the chest. Or you can draw the elbows to the side body, lower down halfway, full chaturanga. Release the belly to the mat. Bring the hands beside the shoulders. As we inhale, just gently engage the core, lift the chest. Light on the palms, coming into our cobra. If you want a little more challenge, lift the palms, really gently engage the muscles around the spine. Inhale, lift, shoulder blades melt down the back. Exhale. One more breath. Lower the hands, press into the palms, tuck the toes, lift the tail, downward facing dog. Taking 2 full Agni Raj breaths, breathing deep into the pelvic bowl. Allow the breath to fill the torso, open and expand into the collarbones. The exhale is guided by the gentle contraction of the pelvic floor. Navel draws toward the spine. Let's make it 3. One more breath. Inhale, send the right leg to the sky, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, bring the knee to the chest. Step the foot between the hands, lower the back knee. Inhale, sweep the arms forward, rise into a low lunge. Option to keep the back toe tucked, or if you want a little more of a challenge, just untuck the back toes. Breathe in, lift the torso away from the earth. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the heart, shine it to the sky. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, frame the front foot. Press into the palms as we send the hips back to the heel. Coming into our half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. Breathing in, reach through the crown. Breathing out, bend back into the knee. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, cactus and open the arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, frame the front foot. Press back. Ardha Hanumanasana. Draw the right hip back, left hip forward. Reach through the crown. Exhale, bend into the knee. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands come to cactus. Inhale, reach. There's a lightness of the body as we reach up to the sky. Exhale, frame the front foot. Send the hips back to the heel. Come back to our half split. Let's remain here for a few more breaths. Inhale, lift through the crown. Exhale, maybe you find a little deepen into the fold. Draw the right hip back, left hip forward. Sending the breath into the seat, meeting ourselves with kindness and compassion. Recognizing where we are in this moment. Finding acceptance and love for where we are. Inhale, bend into that front knee. Press into the palms. If you've got the back toes untucked, tuck them, lift the back knee, step back. Downward facing dog. Take one full Agni Raj breath here. Inhale, send the left leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. Exhale, bring the knee to the chest. Step the foot between the hands, lower the back knee. Breathing in, sweep the arms forward, rise into a low lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the heart, look up to the sky. Nice long spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, frame the front foot, press into the palms, hip comes to the back heel. Take an inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, bend into that knee, sweep the arms overhead as you inhale, lift the torso. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, frame the front foot, press back. Ardha Hanumanasana. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend back into the front knee. Inhale, reach. Sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms. Shine the heart to the sky. Inhale, reach. Exhale, frame the front foot. Hip back to the heel, Ardha Hanumanasana. Breathing in, reach through the crown. Breathing out, bend back into that front knee. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Come back to our low lunge, shoulders melt down the back. Exhale, cactus the arms one more time, lift the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, frame the front foot. Send the hips back to the heel. Flex that front foot as we remain here for a few breaths. Inhale, reach through the crown as we draw the left hip back, right hip forward. Exhale, hinge at the hips and just allow the torso to fall over the knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. One more full breath. Good. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend into the front knee. Press into the palms, lift the back leg. Step back, downward facing dog. One more full Agni Raj breath. Send the breath into the seat, lifting the tail up and back. Good. Wave the body forward, lower the knees, untuck the toes, send the hips back to the heels. Release the forehead to the mat, bring the arms beside the body as we come into our child's pose. Taking 3 full Agni Raj breaths. Witness the breath like a dance within the body as the inhale rises from the seat, opens and expands into the collarbone. And the exhale softens the body. We surrender a little deeper into the earth, guided by that gentle contraction of the pelvic floor as the navel draws toward the spine. Gently rise to seated. We're just going to lower the hands behind the back. Lift the hips as we press into the hands, Modified Ustrasana, making sure to support the head and neck. Not here for long. Energetically draw the inner thighs toward each other. Inhale. And exhale, bend into the hips. Shift the hips to the right. Just extend the legs out in front. Flex the feet. Reach up through the crown. As we exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Come into Paschimottanasana. Remember to maintain the integrity of the spine. So if you find that to get your nice long spine as you come into your forward flexion, you're still a little lifted, that's perfectly fine. We're just meeting ourselves here in this moment and accepting where our body's boundaries are. So inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, soften the body as we hinge at the hips and just allow the body to fall forward. One more breath. Breathe in, lift the torso, come back to seated. Bring the soles of the feet to meet. Maybe we scooch forward a little bit to close the gap between the diamond. Lift up through the crown. Exhale, hinge at the hip crease. We're just going to fold forward into our Baddha Konasana. Elbows can rest on the knees if you're in a slightly more open body. Again, we're creating that space through the spine. Softening on the exhale as we fold a little deeper. Breathing in, lift the torso, come back to seated. Send the arms out in front, shoulder blades melt down the back. Engage the core as you slowly lower the torso to meet the earth. Remember to breathe, shoulders melt down the back. And we slowly lower. Feet are still, soles of the feet are still touching. You can bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Coming back to the way we began our practice. Releasing into Supta Baddha Konasana. If you need to bring some blocks underneath the knees, you can do so. Alternatively, feel free to extend the legs out long and come into a corpse pose. Maybe even tuck a bolster or some rolled up blankets or pillows underneath the knees to give you a little more support. Close down the eyes. Give the body permission to settle in. Just scan the body for any remaining pockets of tension and allow each muscle to surrender into the earth.
Bring your awareness back to your breath. Notice the rise and fall of the belly and the chest on the inhale and the exhale. Begin to find movement in the fingers and the toes, and gently sway the head and neck from side to side. And when you're ready, roll to your most comfortable side and observe. You can slowly rise to a comfortable seat, just keeping the eyes closed. We'll bring that one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest. Find kindness and compassion for yourself. And in that kindness and compassion, find the same for others. Breathing in, sweep the arms out and up and just draw in the energy of this practice. Bring the palms to meet. Allow them to float to heart center. Thumbs find a connection with the heart space. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Keep making magic in this world, from your space, at your own pace, because that's exactly what the world needs. Namaste.